Today we are going to be doing about the basic sentences in French. How do you do a basic sentences? Like we had already done in the class about the conversations that would make you to the next level, like following the rules of tu and vous. How does it work? Where does it work? So this video will give you a presentation on how the basic conversation and their vocabulary works. Let's not waste time and dive into the video.
Comment tu t'appelles?
Comment tu t'appelles? What is your name? It is an informal way of addressing somebody. इसका हिंदी में मतलब होता है तेरा नाम क्या है. हम किसी को भी कभी भी तू करके एड्रेस नहीं करते हिंदी में. फ्रेंच में तू और आप इनका बहुत बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंस है. दे प्ले अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रोल लाइक इट प्लेस इन हिंदी. इन इंग्लिश यू रिमेन अ यू फॉर एनीबॉडी, बट ओवर हियर in French, you and vous will play a very important role. So if I call somebody and say, Comment tu t'appelles? I have to be rest assured he's my friend. I cannot call a colleague or somebody with whom I have a formal relationship as Comment tu t'appelles? I request you to please listen to this pronunciations again and again to get the hang of this, because somebody opposite is asking you this question. It will help you.
Appelle. Comment vous vous appelez?
Comment vous appelez? This means आपका नाम क्या है? Or comment vous appelez-vous? What is your name? Both of them are used for the same thing.
Comment vous appelez-vous? Je m'appelle.
Je m'appelle means my name is. Je m'appelle Nisha. Tu t'appelles. The next sentence is going to be the same thing.
Il s'appelle.
His name is. This is when I'm introducing a group of colleagues. Like if I go for a meeting and I am accompanied by 3 people, so I will say, Je m'appelle Nisha, elle s'appelle Ram, elle s'appelle Sita. So something like similar grounds where I introduced myself as Je m'appelle, I introduced the masculine as elle s'appelle and feminine as elle s'appelle.
Elle s'appelle. Quel âge as-tu?
Quel âge as-tu? इसका हिंदी लिटरल ट्रांसलेशन होता है तेरी उम्र क्या है. हम ऐसे नहीं बोल सकते. सो वी विल यूज द नेक्स्ट
Quel âge
सेंटेंस.
avez-vous?
Quel âge avez-vous? Basically, this sentence would come in if I am taking an interview for somebody, or I am having something that is familiar, somebody who's very familiar to me. Quel âge avez-vous? Avoid yourself from asking girls.
J'ai en.
J'ai dash on. So here I would say j'ai 10 ans, j'ai 11 ans. So here in English, I say I am, but over in French, it is j'ai, which means our âge. When we go into our and its explanation, I will explain you more about it.
Il a en.
Il a. So j'ai 10 ans, il a 11 ans, elle a 12 ans, or whatever.
Elle a en. Où habites-tu?
Où habites-tu? Where do you stay? Où habites-tu? Yeah, the accent had to be où. Où habites-tu? Where do you stay?
Où habitez-vous?
Où habitez-vous? Again, the formal and the informal way of conversing. Like if I have a client call and he's asking me that, Madame, où habitez-vous? The reason is maybe he wants to understand where I am and how I am going to be helpful to this person. So it is où habitez-vous?
J'habite à Ville.
So here I'll say j'habite à Mumbai, j'habite à Delhi, j'habite à Goa, j'habite à Londres. We will be doing the countries and the cities as and when we go ahead.
Il habite à Ville. Elle habite à Ville.
Elle habite. Suppose we are a group of 3 people. So it will be j'habite à Mumbai, elle habite à Delhi, il habite à Goa. Now, the conversations which we are introducing are getting into a little informal because we cannot always be having formal conversations.
Tu as une sœur ou un frère?
Tu as une sœur ou un frère? Do you have a brother or a sister?
J'ai un frère.
J'ai un frère. I have a brother.
J'ai une sœur.
J'ai une sœur. I have a sister. Jasvi l'enfant unique. I am the only child.
Je suis l'enfant unique. Présentez-vous. Présentez-lui.
Presente lui will be used when I have to present somebody, like introduce him, introduce her.
Présentez-la.
Presente la is introduce her.
Quel est ton prénom?
See here, quel est ton prénom? Here in English, we have a different way of
Présent.
ton prénom. Now, what is a prénom? Prénom is basically your name. In English, pronoun is used as a surname. But here, prénom is your name. Be very careful because if somebody calls you and says, quel est ton prénom or quel est votre prénom, do not use your surname, use your name. Like quel est ton prénom? If somebody asks me, I'll say je m'appelle Nisha.
Ton prénom. Quel est ton nom?
Quel est ton nom? So quel est ton prénom? Prénom is Nisha and nom is Lamba. So it will be je m'appelle Nisha Lamba.
Quel est le prénom de ton frère?
So prénom de ton frère, what is the name of your brother? What is the
Quelle
surname?
est ta nationalité?
Quelle est ta nationality? So we will be doing this in future, but here I'll say Jaswi's Andion because I am a feminine, so I have a double NE, but a masculine will have a different way.
Je suis français.
Jaswi français. So here see, there is an additional E which you could see in bracket is because in feminine, I will have to add this E. On the contrary, masculine doesn't take. Do not really put your head in this right now because the coming videos and the live classes would have this.
Elle est indien.
So this video was all about understanding the basic conversations in French. I would want you to prepare a certain set of conversations, about introducing yourself, talking about your colleague, about your friend, coming back to us, and in the class we will be discussing about it so that we understand where and how you are able to do this. Thank you and have a good day.